welcome back to today's episode of I Do and Updos, and today we are joined by double act, I'm going to call you that. We've got Leanne and Lottie from the award-winning Shack Revolution. Hi. Welcome to the pod. So first of all then, tell us about the awards. What are the awards that you guys have won?
Well,
we got the highly commended award from the Wedding Industry Awards.
Amazing.
And then we also won an award from the Quirky Wedding Awards as well. And we got that in the same week, actually.
Oh,
it was a good week.
That is a good week. Lots of champagne then that week.
Yeah, we went to the Quirky Wedding Awards and it was we were all a bit puzzled, to be fair.
Absolutely.
We let a little bit loose on that one.
Yeah.
Laura knows fully about that.
Oh, absolutely. That's the whole point of these award nights. They're like our Christmas parties, aren't they? It's like the whole excuse to, let go and have fun.
It was really nice because we've not done awards before. It was the first year and obviously the Wedding Industry Awards, great, but like the Quirky Wedding Award for us was like really like, because they base it on so many different things that we're all about as a business. So really like aligned. We were so happy, weren't we?
God. And what was the title? Was it like Wedding Venue of the Year or
most unique venue, I think. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that is awesome. Oh, well done, you guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Fantastic, amazing stuff. Well, let's start then with a little bit of an introduction. So, who are you guys? What do you do at Shack Revolution? And tell us about Shack Revolution itself.
So I'm Leanne. I'm the sales and marketing manager. So I do the marketing, social media, just all of that stuff. Yeah. But I also manage the sales aspect of it as well. The Shack Revolution is a unique sort of industrial wedding venue. It's kind of new, like, what is it, 4 years it's been going. We do sort of non-traditional weddings, but we also do some traditional as well. We're a venue for everyone. We're not one way or the other. We just want to get people in who just want, usually it's like a good party, like informal, that sort of thing.
Yeah, that's good. That sounds like a vibe.
Lottie?
I'm Lottie. I'm the wedding bookings coordinator at the Shack Revolution. So I'm generally the one that will give our couples a tour.
Oh, nice.
I will then book them in. I will then be with them throughout the planning process all the way up until 8 weeks before their wedding. So I have a lot of involvement with the couples.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
then what happens at that kind of 8-week stage? Do they hand over to somebody else?
So then I hand over to the operations team.
Yeah.
They're the ones that are pretty much more there on the day.
Right, got ya.
And are all like operational based.
Yeah.
So they're the ones that will manage the day. They're the ones that will manage the timeline in the background. Yeah. And then be the main point of call from that point onwards.
Yeah, got ya. Amazing. Oh, awesome.
So Shack, as you said, isn't your typical wedding venue. So what inspired the owners to create such a unique space for couples to make it their own?
So the owners of the Shack Revolution are two brothers, Rich and James Manning, and before it was a wedding venue, it was like this really rustic DIY pizza restaurant, pizza and cocktails. Yeah.
Oh my God.
So it was like really popular in Hereford. I'm not from Hereford, but were you around?
I was in Cardiff.
Right, yeah.
Oh, really?
So I'm from Cardiff.
It's
like.
I was going to say, I can hear a little bit of an accent. Still got a bit of an accent. It started off as a pizza and cocktail restaurant, and it was very different for Hereford. It was very like rustic, informal, like, from what I hear, a little bit wild. Yeah. Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I think they always had that kind of mentality of creating something different, something unique, something new for Hereford, because Hereford's very much more up and coming.
Yeah, it's quite traditional.
Yeah.
Traditional town and city.
Yeah, that's it. And you've got some venues there that are like very much traditional wedding venues, haven't you?
Yeah, like beautiful, nice like farm
venues.
But I think Rich and James always were just kind of going against the grain, and they decided to shut the restaurant, unfortunately. Even though it was super popular, it was just hospitality so hard, isn't it?
Absolutely.
So they had this amazing space. They really wanted to elevate the space, so they renovated it into this event space, and then they were like, what can we do with it? So I think at the time weddings was like looking at what was around. There wasn't anything else like it. That's kind of they're the brains behind sort of all of that stuff.
That. And are they still quite hands-on? Do they have a lot to do with the weddings and things, or do they kind of leave you girls to it? Like, how does that work?
So James is more involved. Rich, there's a couple of other businesses that they do. James is like more overseeing, like managing director of the Shack, but he kind of just lets us get on with it, doesn't it? He's great. Nice. Like they're both absolutely amazing to work for, which is I think why we can do our job so well, because we're just like happy working there.
That's good.
Which
and
is
they
always
trust
nice.
you.
Yeah, there's loads of trust, loads of autonomy, like for us to make our own decisions have new things happening. But they're definitely James more so is still sort of there for if we need guidance or anything from a business aspect.
I like that. And I bet for them it's so nice for them to be able to come and see what you're doing with it, because they're like, wow, this is amazing. You've created all this.
It's nice when they can come in and be excited about the ideas that we've got.
For sure.
Nice that like they allow you guys to have that input as well.
Yeah, super. Like, and there's also another big part of the company, which is Jacob, the venue manager. So he was actually the manager at the pizza restaurant. So he's kind of come from that into this. So he's gone from sort of managing chefs and all of that into like doing 5 weddings a week. Exactly. He's a big personality. He's a big part of the venue. So when it does get handed over, it is to Jacob, who's like, I mean, Jacob and the operations team are like so good, aren't they? They like everything is down to a T. Like, they're just, I don't know how they do it.
Oh, that's good. It's nice when it's a slick operation. You've got that passion, but actually you've still got that experience too. That's brilliant. And what kind of couples would you say are most drawn to Shack Revolution? So, if somebody's listening and they want to know if it's the kind of venue for them, what would you say you provide that couples are looking for?
I think it's just important to know that whatever their vision is what we will try and facilitate.
Yeah, absolutely.
We try not to put too many barriers and restrictions and stuff in place, so it's good to be like creative. So for the people that have like either really, really big visions or are kind of stuck and want a little bit of help, it's pretty much for everyone.
That's good. That's nice that actually you can have somebody walk in and go, okay, I don't really know where to start. And you can kind of hold their hand and guide them a bit. Or do you get some people that just arrive and they're like, I want to do this, I want to do that?
Both.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, you get people that are like, we've not even been to a wedding before, we don't know how any of this works. So from when we have tours, you kind of get to know the couples, their story, what they envision for the day, and then you kind of go from there in terms of how much guidance they need, how much support they need, if they need any recommendations in terms of suppliers, then it's always nice to be able to give them that as well.
Amazing.
Absolutely. So what's the biggest advantage of couples hosting a wedding in a non-traditional setting like Shack, and how flexible, like you said about flexibility and affordability, is the venue for couples?
The biggest advantage is the flexibility, I think. So I'm actually getting married myself at Shack.
Congratulations. I know. That is testament to how good the venue is. I love that. Congratulations.
Thank you. And I mean, obviously at first that wasn't my first port. I wasn't like, I'm going to get married at work.
Of course.
But looking at wedding venues, like with my partner, she just kept saying, like, if you didn't work at the Shack, that's where I'd want to get married. And I was just like, okay, let's just do it, because there wasn't really anything else for us, to be honest.
Exactly.
Because we're quite laid back people. We want an informal day. We don't want to spend 30 grand. Like, we don't have 30 grand.
I know. I don't know who does, but they find it from somewhere. I'm worried about the credit card debt.
So I think from like a bride's perspective, the most unique thing about the venue is that flexibility to just say, like, we want this really weird thing, and then like, operations will be like, oh, I don't know, but they will try their hardest.
Will make it work.
So like, and that's like and also you just have I think for us it's just about having like a really good fun day, like not stuffy, not like too formal, like basically like, when you're telling your guests what like dress code, it's like doesn't matter, like whatever's comfortable.
Absolutely.
So I think that's the big selling point, isn't it? That's what a lot of couples love, and the catering aspect.
Absolutely.
You don't have to spend £10,000. You could get your nan to do it if you want.
You were saying before we started recording about the kitchen, so you've got like a full kitchen, haven't you, that's like included in the higher price. And that is amazing, because I think with a lot of couples, like if they want more of that DIY feel where they're doing it themselves, exactly like you say, they probably are going to choose their own caterers, either their nan or the local cater van. But they're going to be doing that, and I guess that is a massive cost thing. If you're hiring caterers, you've got to factor in the cost of equipment and things like that, like generators or a marquee catering tent, like all those kind of things. So the fact that you've got that included is such a big selling point for people.
It's definitely one of the biggest things, isn't it? That people on tours are always like, oh, right, I can like bring anyone we want.
Yeah.
Like, because that just opens up their world.
Yeah,
absolutely. And another way to make that day even more unique, you could then opt for having, your favourite meal.
Yeah, exactly.
The meal you had when you got proposed or anything like that, which is really cool.
Yeah. And again, that affordability is so good because that will really help with that.
Definitely.
If you want to do like a full catered M&S Picky Bits buffet,
yeah,
you can.
literally.
Which
we have had.
I'm totally oh, that is amazing. Yeah. And you said as well, when you were talking about it then, you were like, oh yeah, weird things that make happen. Can you think about the weirdest requests that you've had? Is there anything that like really springs to mind that you're like, oh my God,
I don't know if it's weird because we loved it, but we recently had a spinning teacup.
Oh my God, like the ones at the...
Yeah. And I just thought that was epic. I don't
like
inside. Yeah, inside.
What did they use it for?
Just photos and just fun.
Just spinning around. I was gonna say they didn't like eat their dinner or
something.
Oh, that would have been messy. I love that.
Can you imagine?
Oh my God, that's
cool. Spinning teacup. Yeah.
Wow. I was wondering, like, I need to ask the ops guys, like, somebody must have puked on it.
Oh, surely.
Like at 11 p.m. after all that alcohol.
I was going to say, that would have got messy, definitely.
What did they even source that for? Yeah. That's amazing.
Just an event hire company.
Really?
Yeah. Wow. When we were doing our planning meetings, we were just trying to think of like all these things that they could incorporate into their day.
Yeah.
I mean, they even had like a pot noodle stand for later on.
I love that.
Well, that's actually a very good example because they've just had their wedding.
Literally, yeah.
So that's March, which is our off-peak. Yeah. So it's like 50% off. So they've obviously benefited from, what was it, 1,000? What I can't remember what our price was.
Venue hire.
Yeah, very low. And then they get a teacup.
You know what? That's exactly what we did for our wedding.
What, you had a spinning teacup?
No, I wish I had. I didn't think of that one. No, we went for off-season, and I think we paid similar price to what your venue is actually, but then we had flexibility on money and cash flow to be able to put that into other things that we wanted on the day.
Yeah.
It's really weird actually that you don't get more of that because it's like still a lot of people do go for those kind of summer months. But actually you think you can make the day so much more epic if, like you say, you do go off season.
Yeah.
You can add teacups, you can have the full waltzes if you want, have the whole thing. Yeah. Oh, that is awesome.
Yeah, it is good.
I just love the thought of that. And then did you get pictures of the couple on it? Were they like...
Oh, yeah. I think I was even on there at one point.
Oh, yeah, we do have a video of you
can
on
you
there.
Can you send it? And we'll stick it on our social.
Sure.
I love that.
Oh, my God, that's awesome. I feel like we need to get one in here. Rich, is there room in the studio for a spinning teacup?
What was great...
Get rid of them sofas out there. We'll have a spinning teacup. Yeah.
When you were telling me about the teacup and the pot noodles, I was like, who's the photographer? Like, social media marketing, I'm like, who's the... And you were like, Mark Horton, and I was like, perfect.
Oh, amazing. I've seen his work. I can imagine.
So good.
Oh my God. And the thing is, like you say, the pot noodle. Like I was having a conversation with a couple yesterday at an open day, and I was like, because I on my stand had Love Hearts and Chupa Chups, and they were like, oh my God, when we first met, she gave him a packet of Love Hearts and he gave her a lollipop, and they were like, that is literally us. But I was like, that is exactly what will make your wedding day you. While being able to keep the budget low, doing things that mean things to you. So I guess the pot noodles, there'll be some sort of story there, I reckon, where...
Yeah,
and was there? Did they share it with you? Yeah. Oh my God.
So it wasn't necessarily a couple thing. It was more of like the bride and her gals. That's like what they do at the end of the night. They go and get a pot noodle, and that was what it was on the end of the night. They all had like pot noodles, and that was like their thing.
See, how special is that? Because that instantly puts their personality on that day, and it makes it about them. And that's, you could only go to that wedding and know, or unless it was one of the girls' weddings as well, but you could only go to that wedding and be like, yeah, this is your, like, we're in your place now, this is your day. And I think that's so special. And I think exactly like you're talking about that whole affordability thing, by taking that price out of the venue, it actually then means people can think about other ideas and kind of bring them into their day. Yeah. But that's so great that you guys do that, because obviously you're still a business. People would understand if you didn't have to factor that in as much. So it's really great that you actually do offer that. Where did that come from, that kind of, importance of making it still an affordable venue?
I don't really know, to be honest. I just don't think like the owners ever just were like, right, put this massive price on it. They were always just kind of like happy to go with something a bit lower.
Yeah.
And I think it's just, to be honest, I think it's from the people who work there, like us, Jacob, like we're all quite modest people. We're all quite like, I mean, I think we're all pretty much from working class backgrounds, and I think we're always like, inclusivity is so important on like so many levels, but not enough people talk about like a price because not everyone could afford it, but people want to get married because they love each other, and if it means they can come to somewhere like the Shack and not go to the town hall because they don't really want to or whatever it is, then I just think that for me that feels like good. I feel like a nice thing when a couple can come to an open day and they're like, it's only $2,000 for a Saturday, and they're like, really? Like, it's just, and you know, don't get me wrong, we have higher prices.
Yeah, you do, but
it's the options. It's the fact that there's an option. I think that's really important in today's society, especially.
Because I agree.
I think in every industry there's that. Always something, there's an option for affordable, and I think in the wedding industry that should happen as well.
100%, and I think it just makes it more accessible for everyone, and I think that is really, really important.
Yeah,
to say.
Definitely.
Amazing.
So how do you ensure that the atmosphere of Shack, because obviously it's quite rustic, aligns with couples' visions, and how do you guys embrace that kind of rustic charm of the venue along with their visions?
I think in terms of what the venue looks like, we're quite a blank canvas. And even though we are industrial, even though we are rustic, our vibe seems to fit whatever vibe the couple wants. Cool. So, it's nice that if they wanted to keep it minimal and keep it within the keeping of the rustic vibes, then they can do that. But also if they want to go crazy and go pink and orange everywhere with disco balls,
I love
that works as well.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and we do have that blend, don't we? Like some people, I think it was a wedding at the end of last year where they had so simple, like they just had like the white plinths, some really nice flowers, and like, I don't even know if they had a banner or anything, but it was so beautiful next to like the exposed brick and like the living plant wall that we've got. And then you get couples that have all of the like decor and like all everything. Of the spark, and it looks amazing.
That's nice, the fact that you can kind of just put your spin on it and see what you kind of want to do. What about in terms of decor? What has been the most like out there decor that you've seen?
I don't know. We have such an array.
Really?
Such an array, which is lovely.
It's so nice to see. I feel like people are experimenting so much more nowadays, aren't they?
Definitely.
Every time we get photos back, it's something different. And you're like,
there was that couple, I think maybe just before you came, Sophie and James, that we used quite a lot in marketing because their wedding was amazing. Where they had like, I think that massive like backdrop, there was all the paper. Remember that one?
Like streamer kind of vibes.
Streamers, it was massive, and then they had loads of streamers, loads of flowers, just like, and maybe that was partly because the venue was more of, they hard on the decor.
Absolutely.
That was an incredible wedding. But this hasn't happened at a wedding yet, but we've had rodeo balls.
Yeah.
I love this. Who was it?
Sophie,
the content creator. We had a content creator on, and did he go on and ripped his trousers?
Yeah,
I think it was the groom. He came off. He'd been on the rodeo ball. I need to see more rodeo balls. I'm going to do a ceremony on a rodeo ball. I think that's my
that would be
bucket
amazing.
List. That's what we need to do. Get the couple on the rodeo ball, and we'll see how long they can last.
Yeah, we've had it at like some private parties, haven't we? So we do some like private hire stuff as well. And I'm just like, please, someone have it at their wedding. Or we've had like bouncy castles and stuff.
Like fire breathers as well.
Fire breathers. Really? Yeah. And we had stilt walkers.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Makes it like a kind of festival feel.
Yeah.
And I think that's the thing. People are just having fun with weddings now, and I think everyone's kind of ripping up the rule book of what you should do. It's like, no, what do you want to do?
Exactly.
Like, do what you want to do. And I think having the attitude that you guys have got, where you're like, well, we'll make it happen.
Yeah. It's a long time coming though. Like, it's
all these kind of, rules and restrictions that people have had in place, especially as we all know with COVID and everything that they couldn't do. Now I think people are feeling that freedom a bit more, and I think obviously things like Instagram really help because everyone's seeing what other people are doing.
It's just so much inspiration online.
It's amazing. And I feel like the stylists are a bigger thing now. Like, I got married 7 years ago, and we did have a stylist team, but they were literally two sisters. They just started out. It was very new, and we were like, oh yeah, what's this? Oh yeah, okay. We met them at a wedding fair, and we were like, yeah, that sounds really cool, like, let's do that. But I don't think it was as big a thing, whereas I feel like now it's kind of like, right, who's your photographer, who's your florist, who's your stylist, or are they the same person? Like, people are using stylists a lot more now, aren't they?
Definitely. We were definitely DIY era.
Yeah, we 100% were. Yeah,
I think we just had a coordinator on the wedding. They were like, we'll put some bits out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Rock up with your paper-backed cardboard.
That's it. Yeah, exactly. And I think that's the thing. Just seeing all these new ideas and things like that is just awesome, isn't it? And obviously, exactly like you say, when you have a wedding like that, you're like, yes, that's the one for the website. So, what tips would you have then for couples who are kind of like looking to enhance rustic venues like Shack Revolution? So exactly like you said, there'll be some that come in and just want to leave it as it is. Are there some kind of like ways that you can use the venue within the rest of your day? Like we had Darcy from Sudeley Castle, obviously a big castle venue, and she said things like that, like even on the save the dates they were using like an outline of the castle, stuff like that. Are there any like industrial touches that people can use throughout the rest of the day to really like enhance Shack Revolution?
I don't know. Everyone just maximises the space, if I'm honest.
Yeah. When the light box.
Yeah, the light box is good.
Yeah.
Well, what's that? Tell us about that.
So the light box is a light box that we have above the gates of the shack, and every day it has the Shack Revolution on it. But our couples do have the option to have it personalised.
Oh, I love that.
Cool.
That's awesome.
So that's really nice in terms of backdrops for photos. Yeah. And also afterwards they get to keep the inserts. So if they wanted to create something afterwards. They are big,
yeah. Just a giant light box for their house.
Yeah, or the garden.
Oh my God, that's amazing. Also, I think as well, that's part of that guest experience, isn't it? So when they first get there and they see that, they know that actually, this is going to be a good day. Oh, I love that. That's such a cool idea.
Yeah, it is nice. And that's kind of... Because, when you get to the shack, it is very industrial, isn't it? Beautiful, but, like, it's the tin, it's all of that. But, and the light box is sort of on the entryway, which is all, like, the industrial... I don't even know what you call it. Steel, there you go. This is why Jacob should be here. So that's quite, like, an industrial, hard-looking thing. But people put really nice things in it. And you can pretty much do what you want.
And fun things.
Yeah, and fun things
Some fun things. I try and get our couples to be as creative as possible.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
Because we do give them, like, examples. But I'm just always like, just go crazy.
Yeah.
It's not something that you have to be really... If you want to be minimal, great. But don't be afraid to be a bit more expressive and a bit more personal.
Yeah, absolutely.
Some couples will have their names. Some couples will have nicknames. Some couples will have quotes or like lyrics.
Do you know what the one was the other day? I came into the venue, it was that styled shoot day, and there was one left over from the weekend.
Oh, it was why did you do it?
You just said, why did you do that? And I was like, do you know anything about that?
I briefly remember the couple explaining it to me, but
so
95 couples,
meetings.
it's like...
Yeah, of course, it's
hard to remember the details.
Oh my God. Yeah. I hope it's just not why did you do it, as in why did you say
it? Normally it's
like... from the mother-in-law.
Normally it's like a film relation or like a series that they're really into.
Yeah.
Some people like stuff from The Office and stuff like that.
Oh my God.
So,
I saw that one from the that was cool. That was really funny.
The Office is such a big thing. I feel like with my couples, I had a couple last year who walked out to a song that was called Free Love Freeway or something. Now, I'm not a big Office fan, so I didn't know it. But they were like, it's just our like in-joke for us. And it worked perfectly. They had a singer. She sang it all for them. And I think that's the thing, exactly like you say, bringing in those little quotes and parts of their personality. Like, is it something that they sit down and watch together and they love it? And this particular couple, they'd like watched the whole series of The Office, like together through lockdown, I think it was. They just binged it all.
Yeah.
It's a big part of it. And I think that's exactly like... Same for me with my ceremonies. I really like to bring those, favourite things into the ceremony. So I think it's great that people can do that with the venue too.
Yeah, definitely. Sure. And we're like up for anything, aren't we? Like
pretty much.
Yeah. I can't wait to see what's going to follow this in the teacher. It's high. They've set the bar high.
They have set the bar high.
Yeah. So with all their customisable space, how do you guys help from a logistics side? How do you help with couples setting up their venue for their wedding day?
So in the lead up part of the planning process is I'll go through layouts with them. I'll try and help visualise what their ideas look like in terms of how it's going to look operationally.
Yeah, nice.
So it is work through a lot of the planning. Sometimes I'll come into the space and we'll talk through stuff. And then quite a big part of it also is when I hand over to Jacob will then take over the operations and he will also go through all of that with them. And then in terms of layout with the furniture that we have on site, we will already have that laid out for them when they come out on the day.
Oh, great.
So they've got access from 8 o'clock in the morning, but from the moment they arrive, it's all set up. The only thing that they essentially need to do is either dress the space or get a stylist in, or just pop some personal items out. But we do quite a lot for them, to be fair, in terms of setting it up.
I think people are always quite surprised at how much we do, actually.
That's good. I think that's the thing, I guess, with a venue where they can put so much on it, they probably think it is down to them to put so much on it. So actually knowing that you guys are there to kind of help with those things is so good. What about takedown and stuff? Because I guess, obviously, you are a very popular venue, so you're going to have a lot of weddings. So if, for example, you get married on a Friday and then there's another wedding on the Saturday, what do they need to do? Just make sure that everything's taken down, like, first thing, or?
Yeah, so they've got the option in terms of who takes down.
Yeah.
The takedown will always need to be done by the end of the wedding. But we do have an option for them to pay for us to do the breakdown hire.
Nice. That's really nice.
A lot of couples will choose
that.
It's probably like our most booked.
Also, think how long it would take them at the
You don't want to do that after
after drinking all night. That's going to take them hours. I think it's better for everyone.
Yeah.
I get you guys
it's nice so they can just enjoy their day, leave at the end of the night, and then we'll arrange with them when they can come and get us.
And what's great is we store all of their stuff, don't we?
It on site.
Amazing.
So was it 7 days after?
Yeah.
So they got 7 days to pick it all up.
That's great.
Yeah, we try to make it as like easy for them as possible.
Yeah, that's really good.
That's so good, because I think it's nice that you've thought about all those things, because again, if people are thinking, oh yeah, it is quite a DIY venue, it's like, actually, who's going to do those things for us? So it's so nice to know that you guys offer that.
Yeah. Not having to do that like the day after when you're hungover and you can give that to your one of the groomsmen or something in a couple of days' time.
Exactly.
Just pop back and grab all that stuff.
Go back and get it. And what about in terms of like accommodation? Do you guys like recommend places for them to stay nearby? Like, what's it like around your venue for people to stay over? Is there quite a few options?
I mean, because we're so central, there are so many different options.
Right.
And it'll always depend on what the couple are looking for. So we obviously tell them what's in the area. And then give them other options that maybe are a bit further afield, but we have hotels that are in town that are pretty much walking distance.
Nice. Oh, that's good.
There's a lot of Airbnbs and holiday lets. And then there are like cottages and like bigger holiday lets if people want to make more of a stay of it like further out.
So that's the great thing about so Hereford's town is quite small, really, isn't it? But it's got like a Premier Inn travel, all that stuff. But Herefordshire, which is not far from the centre, is so beautiful. Like so it's like people can, if they want to just go and do a couple of days, go and get like some nice, I don't know, glamping if they want to.
It's
exactly.
just so much.
Like best of both worlds, really. The fact that you're so accessible and easy to get to, but also you've got all that beautiful countryside like, on the doorstep. Oh my god, that is amazing. Okay, so and then what are some of like the fun and the unique entertainment ideas that you've put into weddings? So obviously we've spoken about the actual teacup, which is going to be the highlight of my life. I just love that. But what about in terms of like entertainment? So like, bands or music or any other activities? Like, is there anything else that kind of stands out for you guys that people can do to, bring their wedding day to life?
Like you said, I think like music can be quite a key part for people. We offer something that I don't know whether a lot of other venues do, but we will offer to manage the music for the day, so they can create their own Spotify playlists, and then we will play that throughout the day at the right times for them, and then they don't have to worry about that.
Great.
Which is it just takes a load off of them.
That's so good. And also, if you ask a guest, it's always one of those things that they get a bit confused of, like, which one is it now? And what did they say again? And then they then want to go off and enjoy the day as well. So the fact that knowing that you guys are on it, that's really, really good.
It's all part of the planning process that we do with them.
We're quite meticulous, really. Like the planning documents that we get the couples to fill out. And as somebody planning I open it and I'm like, oh my god! But it's
what's in it.
But it's so detailed. Like it basically helps them plan their entire wedding.
That's good.
Like Bride Book could not do what we're doing. Bride Book is great, but this is like proper nitty gritty. What song do you want during this part? Like,
so good.
And I think that, to be honest, I think the ops team like a big part of that, because they have to run it so militantly, because we're doing back-to-back weddings. It has to be done in a certain way, and because we're so customizable, we need to make sure that we're like ticking all the boxes for people, because one wedding on a Saturday might be completely different to the one before.
Exactly.
So I think people are always quite happy with that aspect of it, aren't they? I don't think they realise.
Yeah, what about like live music and things? Do you get like
we've had like Kaylee Bland's. I've got one wedding that are booked in. I'm not going to tell who you are, but they've got bagpipes.
Oh, love it! I'm doing a bagpipe wedding in the Undermain. I'm so excited.
We have quite a few, and we've got like drag queens and drag performers. So yeah, we're quite open in terms of like people bringing in their own entertainment. But it's nice that we can offer that if they aren't able to do that, or if their budget doesn't stretch to that.
Absolutely,
100%.
Yeah. But again, it's thinking about those things, like giving people those options that if the budget isn't there for live music, then actually that they've still got, they're in great hands in terms of like creating a playlist and still making it their own day. Because they can still choose all the songs that they
and that kind of like funnels through to a lot of what we do. So like a lot of venues will be like minimum bar spend is X. They literally don't have to spend anything.
Really?
Like if they don't want to do any pre-drinks or anything like that, we're not going to say like you need to spend $3,000 on the bar. We're just like, you do you. We have weddings where there's no alcohol. Like it's that's a big selling point.
And do you have an in-house bar? Is that something?
Yeah.
Oh, great. Oh, that's even better.
Yeah. So we've got because obviously we were a pizza and cocktail restaurant, like that cocktail thing has kind of gone through to the wedding venue. So we're really into like that side of it. We have like a really good variety of alcohol, because a lot of wedding venues are like, here's a bottle of Peroni, here's a Bombay,
absolutely.
But we try to get like local distilleries, smaller businesses, and like lots of different options. The bar is one that is very important to our couples, because everyone usually just wants like a really good party. And
to be able to cater for everyone as well. Like, we've got quite a few non-alcoholic options as well, because that's become such a big thing too.
It has, hasn't it? Yeah, it really has. There's a lot more of that now, isn't there? Like alcohol-free weddings.
Definitely,
and stuff like that. That's amazing.
So obviously feedback is one of the biggest things that suppliers look for from their couples. Is there any surprising feedback or unexpected feedback that you've had that has just kind of made it amazing for you guys?
So we're all a bit sappy, to be honest. Like we'll get, usually if it's like on Google or whatever, like the marketing team will get that come through, and then we like send it to the team.
That's so
and nice. Like I'm always like, because I'm not directly involved in the weddings, I'm like at the beginning when we're like trying to get the couples in. And then when I see like the feedback we get from, and they're like this long, like naming specific team members, like so nice. That one about Mike a couple of weeks ago, like he kept coming in and giving the football scores to the dads. I know, like the whole thing was so lovely, but everyone's so modest. They're like, oh no, it's just because they were a really nice couple. It's like, no, you've done an amazing job.
You've actually gone above and beyond for your
so we always make sure we send that to the team and the director as well, just so I think all the, like, it's not surprising that we get good feedback, because we do think we do a good job, but it's always so lovely how in depth people go with it.
I think just seeing it written down is just amazing, because I bet on the day they are full of so much praise and they're loving everything that you do, but then seeing actually a review written down for you guys that they've put the time and effort to write is just so special.
And didn't you have gifts last week?
Really? Oh,
so nice. It's nice. I don't always get to see the weddings on the day. But if it's in the week or if it's a day that I'm in, and I will, because I know the couple, it's nice to pop in and see everything that we've put together. So I did pop in on. They were setting up the day before, and then they were.
This is the teacup couple.
Oh, is it?
Teacup couple.
I love that forever now.
So popped in, checked that they were okay, and they were just so
grateful
for every part of the process and the steps, and every team member as well. So like hugs, verbal feedback, card that, like you said, was like that, and then like gifts as well. It was just it's really sweet.
And didn't they get the whole team to do a shot?
Did shots with them
as
well.
What, after
tequila rosé?
I love this. That's awesome. That's like the professional one. So it's like, we're letting you still do your job because tequila rosé is like the team one. Actually, it's appropriate to do at work, but let's have some fun. Oh my god, I love that. That's so nice. So what would you say then is your absolute favourite thing about Shack Revolution, like from working there, that you just think other venues just can't offer? What is it that sets you guys apart?
I just think how laid back we are, to be honest. I just think again, I don't want to be like really sappy and like super, please, but like when we have like open days and stuff, I just feel like it is like welcoming people into your home. It's not, it doesn't feel like a transaction. And I think that I've been to a couple of other wedding venues where it's felt a little bit stiff. It's felt a little bit like, oh, I've got my clipboard and my blazer on, and like we just kind of are who we are, and like I think people appreciate that. We're quite like, when people come for an open day or a tour, we're like, you know, do you want a cocktail? Like, do you want to like just have a wander around, chill out, do what you want? And I think, I think that's probably what stands us.
Yeah, I think the personal approach we have towards the couple, and like we're all very much individual as well, and I think as a team and as a venue, that's celebrated. Like it's celebrated through our staff members and our team, and all the way through to our couples. So I just think it's a very much a welcoming sort of personal approach, and a safe space as well.
Yeah,
that's super important.
Also things like suppliers though as well, because you're saying obviously about, you know, welcoming all the couples, but actually you guys do like supplier events and stuff.
We love our suppliers.
Like
so this is we haven't told anyone this yet. So we had our first wedding fair at the beginning of this year, which went really, really, really well. And the night before that, we had an industry night where we asked suppliers to come and just kind of mingle, like really like laid back networking. Please do. So we're in the middle of planning our next industry night, where we're going to have our first award ceremony. So it's a chance for us to celebrate all the suppliers that come to our venue, and we're going to get couples to vote and stuff. So like that.
I love that. It's such a nice idea, and like you say, exactly a way of celebrating all those fabulous suppliers that have created those wedding days with you guys.
Definitely. We have a good relationship with suppliers.
Yeah, we love our suppliers.
But we're also we're not like so we have a recommended list, obviously, but everyone on that recommended list is because they have been amazing to work with, and the couples have recommended them. We get a lot of suppliers like, can you put us on your number? We don't even know you.
No,
exactly. No.
And do you know what, that's fair, because I got a message the other day and it was like, what's your opinion on suppliers paying to be on recommended lists? And I was just like, no, this is going to be
red flag.
Yeah.
Like, this is actually going to go in our a bonus episode. Anyway, it's I personally don't think it's.
That's a massive thing. We've had this conversation at the beginning, like maybe a couple of years ago, where somebody was like, we'll give you a commission. So we had this conversation as a team, and I was like so anti it, because and I think as a team at the end we were like, this just doesn't sit right. Like it has to be, especially with like catering or like, it's such an important part of the day.
Absolutely.
I would not feel comfortable recommending somebody that just because
they're paid.
It's not, you're not going to earn enough money to make it worth it. Like,
no. And I think as well, exactly like you say, creating that kind of community with your suppliers. As suppliers, we love it when we go to a venue or we get booked by a venue, or you know that we know the team, we love the team. It makes the day so much better. So I think it's kind of that relationship. It's like a two-way street, isn't it? And sometimes we'll get, there'll be couples that might get in touch with me and go, look, we met you at this wedding fair, we're not quite there with our venue yet, have you got any ideas about like, you know, we're looking for this kind of venue in this place? So it works in exactly the same way. We're going to go, do you know what, the Shack Revolution team are amazing, go and check them out. Like, you know, it's kind of like that relationship between the two is so important. I think
definitely.
like you say, it muddies the waters if you don't put
it's definitely a big, it's kind of one of our values, I think, as a business. 100%, and but at the same time, I think a lot of people think we only push the people on that book, but it's not true. That's why we do the open days, and we invite anyone because we want to form new relationships. And what might work for some couple in our book might not work for others. Because some people might come to you and say, look, we've looked through your book, but we still, it's not quite clicking.
We still want to find something.
Do you know any other caterers? Or,
The thing I want to know the most is how on earth are you going to pick your suppliers for your wedding day? Because I think that's the thing when you work in weddings. Like, I, didn't work in weddings when I got married, which I think is actually a blessing. I don't think I've ever been able to choose. Like, you can have like 10 different caterers and all serving different things through the day. Like,
we've picked quite a few now, and to be honest with you, like, they're all very talented, amazing at what they do, but it's personality for me.
Absolutely.
As well. Who's going to make me feel comfortable? Who do I trust? Who's reliable? So a lot of the suppliers I have at my wedding are on our little black book. But because I've got to know them and I'm like, I just feel comfortable with that person. So I feel like quite blessed really that I've got access to all these. Because if you're going into it and you don't know, and we were talking about this on the way here. And I was saying, like, when you're picking, I don't know, a makeup artist, hair, whatever it is, and it's all over email, you can't quite get, you know, but I feel happy that I know these people.
That's good. That's so important, I think, because you're spending so much time with them, especially things like your photographer. Like, you are spending all day with that person. This is what I say to our couples. So,
and that's why we love inviting suppliers to the open days, because we've got couples that might not be quite booked, or they are booked but they haven't booked their suppliers, and it's nice for them to actually be able to speak to people face to face and have that genuine sort of vibe of how it's going to be.
And actually come and meet them. That's so important. Right, is there someone at the door? Oh my god, that's so funny.
So are there any exciting plans happening at Shack for this coming year? Is there anything you want to let us know about?
We need another exclusive.
We do.
I'll just make something up.
Do some scandal.
We have got a cocktail night coming up, haven't we? So in July, I think. We're doing a cocktail night for couples who might want to get married with us. Couples who've been married with us that want to come back and just have a drink. Nice. And then upcoming couples to come and see the venue and just so we're just gonna have like some good music, maybe like some. I'm just like maybe like planning this now.
She's like, okay, look forward to this, and we want this, and we want that. Let me just make some notes.
So that should be fun. That'll be different.
That's really nice. And I think it's really nice when you get couples who have already booked the venue and have been there, mingling with couples who are brand new and having a look around. Like that, I was at an open day yesterday and that's what they did. They had booked couples and new couples. And I think it's so nice because actually everyone's going to have a different perspective on it. And exactly like you say, previous couples too, even better because they've been there and done it. So then they might make little friendships and ask each other for advice and stuff. So that's really nice.
Yeah, definitely. So that should be fun. Then we've got our awards coming up. So I think that's in October. I think so. That's going to be fun. We don't know how logistically we're going to do it, but
we'll do it. We'll do it.
I'll let Lottie sort that out.
Absolutely. Figure it out. We'll do it.
Honestly, thank you so much. It's been so fun to chat to you.
It's been super fun.
So we've now got a question for you for our feature.
So it's time for Toss the Bouquet.
Yes, and this season's bouquet is from
Bloom Boheme.
So thank you, ladies. We've got this gorgeous artificial bouquet coming from our hand of God. Ta-da!
Wow.
Tucked in there somewhere, there should be a little snippet of paper.
Oh yeah, you should be able to spot it. You found it? Yeah, there you go.
It's exciting. Okay. If you were to change what you do within the wedding industry, what is it that you would do?
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. So is there like a different sector that you could go into in the wedding?
I feel like you're going to have like a million.
Yeah, but to come with words right now is...
What else would I do?
I mean, I think I quite like to be a content creator. Because obviously I already do social media, but I just think I would love to like go through the whole day.
Yeah, that would be good.
Yeah, because I think I would cry.
Yeah, probably.
That would probably be a good one for me. I could fit into.
I'd probably have to say, just because of what else I do, is have more dogs at weddings.
Oh yeah, of course. Before we started recording, you're of course a dog chaperone too. Do you still do that now?
I do. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So if couples have dogs at Shack, I bet you're like, yeah, great. Yeah, I will be their chaperone.
I think I've got like 4 this year.
Oh, really? Oh, I love that. Oh, there's always like a fun job, and that's always the person I hang out with after the ceremony. Yeah, dogs. I'm like, can I come and stand with you? Oh my god, I love that.
Yeah, but the problem is Lottie's coming to my wedding.
Oh yeah,
but I have to get a different dog chaperone.
Oh yeah, that's true.
She's going to be a guest.
Yeah, that's true.
So if you've got any recommendations?
What dog have you got?
A golden retriever.
Oh, cute. Oh, big bear.
He's beautiful, I knew he would come up at some point in this.
Well, absolutely. We need to know all about him.
Barney.
Oh,
Yeah. Have you?
Mine's a cockapoo.
Oh, cute.
But he's a Barney too. Oh my god, I love that. And is he coming to the wedding then?
He is.
He's going to be a big part.
Yeah, he's going to be... I was going to have him walk me down the aisle. Yeah, but then I realised spending so much money on an outfit and then him dragging me down the aisle wasn't... Because he would, let's be honest. So I think my girlfriend's going to have him. Nice. She can get dragged.
Yeah, nice.
And then...
let her be dragged, it's fine.
Yeah. And then I think he's going to stay for dinner.
Oh, cute.
So we're going to have a sweetheart table and he's going to have a little...
Stop
by there.
Sweetheart bed.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That is so
but then he's going to go home then.
Is he going to have dinner? Like actual...
I'm actually going to... Yeah, he's going to have like dinner.
Wedding specials.
Of course, special dinner, yeah.
That's so good. Menu for dogs. I love it. I bet that's the thing though. It will take off.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
then it will just be dog weddings one day. I swear. Honestly, we're all going to be.
You need to spearhead that.
Yeah. I'll come and do the ceremonies for you. Let's talk after.
Yeah. Definitely.
Amazing. Oh, girls, thank you so much. So we've now reached the final part of the podcast, the juiciest part.
It's time for wedding
whispers. Sorry, we do like to go for a jingle yet, so we just do it ourselves.
Maybe season 2.
Maybe. Yeah, it won't happen.
Like it now.
Yeah, we're just used to it now. We creep all the guests out. What they're doing.
Oh, hi ladies. Firstly, the biggest congratulations on your podcast. I'm loving the content and wish you all success. Here is a wedding whisper for you. So, I was working a wedding once where the couple got extremely drunk. One slightly more than the other, just in time for the first dance.
Oh no.
But obviously spent some time preparing for this moment and went into a private room before the evening portion of the night, ensued and rehearsed their first steps. Tensions escalated to where one half of the couple stormed off and refused to do the dance because their partner was too hammered. Not before hurling quite obscene profanities towards their new spouse. They honestly would never have thought they'd just declared their vows. All hands were on deck to try and coax them back into the room together. There was a staff member running back and forth to the bar, getting pints of water to help sober them up.
Oh no, we all know that doesn't work.
Oh god, no, not that quickly. Intoxicated family members came looking for them, proceeded to drunkenly attempt to mediate in peace. The DJ had pushed the first dance back for an hour just to keep arriving evening guests entertained, whilst the couple were at war just a few doors over.
Oh no.
The photographer had given up hope. It was chaos. They did end up doing their first dance. It was a great success.
Oh.
But they left a number of shell shock suppliers in the dance floor dust.
Oh wow. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Like they say though, it's the fact that it was the same day, they'd just done the vows, and then by that evening one of them's wasted and can't do the first dance. I bet they choreographed it, and that's why the other one was disappointed they were going to let them down.
Too much pressure.
Yeah. Maybe it was going to be the dirty dancing lift and they weren't able to lift them up because they had too many drinks.
Do you know what though? There's nothing wrong with a two-step occasion. It's
No.
fine.
Oh yeah.
That's the thing. I like natural dance. I say that. We are having a choreographer on, so maybe she will sway my opinion.
Yeah.
But I think it's quite nice when they just go for it and do their thing.
Yeah.
But I think maybe she can teach us some tricks where it looks natural, but you kind of both know what you're doing, maybe.
Yeah.
We'll have to ask her, won't we?
Yeah.
But yeah, oh my gosh, honestly. Have you had this before? A delayed first dance by an hour ever?
Probably.
Because of an intoxicated member of the couple?
No, not because of that.
No.
I think timelines will shift on the day anyway.
Absolutely.
Because things change.
Yeah.
So it might be like delayed a little bit, but nothing to that
Not
extent that I know of.
Yeah. The best thing as well is that all the other guests were drunk as well. They were trying to
Oh no.
And we've all been there, haven't we, where you're on nights out and you're all trying to help each other. It's like,
it's
it's
not
relentless.
happening.
It's not happening. Well, girls, thank you so much for coming on. It's been so
thank you
lovely
for
to
having
have
us.
you. And good luck for all your exciting things.
Thank you.
Yeah. And come back again soon.
Yes, please.
I'd love to.
Yeah.
Let us know.
Yeah,
you're welcome back
definitely.
anytime.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you. Cheers.